It's a new year. Yes, it is. Cue the soul music. Welcome. That's right. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to 2019 Club Kayfabe WrestleTalk. It's a new year. It's new us. No, not really.
No.
We're the same old assholes you guys are used to listening to, and we're just really excited to give you another whole new year of wrestling stuff. My name is Chris O'Mealy. That is Dan Peck.
Hey, yo!
And Glenn Kukan.
What's up?
And we are your Club Kayfabe WrestleTalk hosts with the most, who like to boast. And we got lots to talk about today, but before we do, I want to welcome everybody following us to 2019. And let's talk about what's going on in the community. You now have five ways to listen to Club Kayfabe WrestleTalk. You can be listening to us right now live on Twitch.
Ooh.
Or our YouTube channel, which goes up immediately after we go live on Twitch. Or, if you can't listen to us on Saturday, we drop on Spotify and iHeartRadio every Sunday via the Filling the Void podcast network, which you can also download off of their page. If that's not enough ways to listen to us, then I don't know what to tell you guys. And I want to give a big shout out to all of our new listeners who we have gained since we've gone to the Spotify, iHeart, and Filling the Void podcast network. Shout out to all of you. Thank you guys for tuning in. And if you want to become more in depth with our community, including participating in our Points or Consequences game, most popular aspect of the show at the end of each episode and starting fresh for 2019, so get on in on it. Head on over to Facebook and join the Club Kayfabe Home of True Wrestling Fans Facebook group.
We actually had, in this last week, we had 2 or 3 people like CKCC and then request to be part of the group.
Yes. So welcome to all of you new listeners. Thank you. All we ask is that you keep it civil in the group. Don't come in and start trolling. You know?
I.e., don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Don't be a British Bulldog for Hall of Fame shill.
Oh my God. And if you are going to be a dick, at least become an active member of the community.
Be an active dick.
Because I'm not going to lie, some of our loyal members from day one-ish are dicks. And sometimes we can be dicks, too. It happens.
Sometimes.
It happens. Lots of new stuff coming for the CKCC this year. Of course, I am getting back into my writing, and I'm going to bring you weekly drops on my blog, The Commissioner's Thoughts, comealy17.wordpress.com. Perhaps Dan will be kind enough to provide you with a link to my blog in the show descriptor.
Maybe.
I think that would be pretty nice. I'm going to bring you a monthly ranking blog and weekly top 10s. In fact, my first top 10 list, my countdown of my favorite new songs for 2018 is now live. And we might have some new bloggers coming your way in our community. Just talking to one of my friends about launching a blog, and he's pretty excited about it. So more writing material coming your way.
I read your blog, Chris, and I'm going to be that guy. I haven't heard any of those songs.
But I linked to all 10 of them in the blog, so what do you mean you haven't heard them? You didn't click the play button?
No, I essentially read to just be like, yeah, I didn't know any of these songs.
Even the honorable mentions?
Pretty sure, yeah, even the honorable mentions.
That's awesome.
Dan's about the old school music. He doesn't care about the new shit.
I kind of tapped out after college.
Yeah, that's fine. New podcast coming your way. It's going to be my movie-based podcast that hopefully these two gentlemen will get involved with down the line, at least in some capacity. It's the Cinematic Triple Threat. 3 movies will get reviewed. They're going to go up against each other, and then we're going to compare and contrast and pick a winner. Well, I'm going to pick a winner, but everybody gets to pick a winner. Cinematic Triple Threat will be airing via the Filling the Void podcast network. Thank you, Blake Riley, for that. And will be dropped on the 15th and 30th of every month. The obvious exception there would be February, in which case it just drops on the last day. But yes, so you'll get 2 episodes of Cinematic Triple Threat, 24 episodes a year. That's a season, right?
Yeah.
24 episode seasons? Yeah.
20 to 26, right?
And then what is 24 times 3, math aficionados? Anybody know?
A lot.
Without looking it up?
72.
72 movies a year will be getting reviewed. And I'm going to try not to do repeats. Like, once I've put a movie out there, I'm going to try not to re-review it for a different triple threat, but I'm not going to necessarily enforce that, because what if a movie really, really, really fits 2 categories? Then it just makes it easier for me because I don't have to watch it a second time. So I'm not ruling that one out, but I'm going to try to make it new stuff. For you Twitch streamers, if you are listening live right now, this is our Twitch channel, twitchtv.ckcc online. Dan is becoming our resident Twitch streamer for the year. He's got new streams several times a week. Subscribe to the channel so you can get the alerts when Dan goes live. He's been playing some Red Dead Redemption, some Spider-Man, Last of Us.
Yeah, I might be playing Last of Us later today.
Witcher 3. He's put some of that out there, so check that out. And then also check out my monthly charity streams, where once a month at the end of each month, you get to buy my video game time and get me to play anything you want. With our patrons right now, I've already bought 40 minutes of monthly gameplay, so get ready to watch me play at least 40 minutes of something. Or 3 things, because $1 gets you 1 minute of gameplay. For a $10 donation,
you can make him play 20 minutes of something every month.
Yes, you can.
I can find the most obnoxious games for 20 minutes.
And I will play it. But
like,
we're looking
shower with my dad.
Well, it's like when we made the joke during the New Year's thing we did for 6 hours, like have him play like the Where's Waldo game that you can beat in like 6 seconds.
6 minutes. In 6
yeah,
minutes.
in like 6 minutes. Yeah.
For a $60 donation, you can buy an hour of me playing that freaking Where's Waldo game.
This means he gets to play it 10 times.
Hey, but for a $60 donation, I'll do it. I'll complain the whole time, but I'll do it.
He'll do it while wearing a Speedo.
I might. That did not happen, and that will not.
Well, I mean, I don't have face cam, so I mean.
No, I'm not doing the webcam setup. I'm not good enough. The webcam's too close to me right now. It would just make it really awkward. Because
mine's
be looking
not facing
down on me
right now, so
yeah.
Mine's in a calyx right now, so
that's all the new stuff happening.
That's the new.
And we do have other stuff in the works. So just keep an eye on the page at CKCC Online on Facebook and Twitter. Check out new stuff and check out the stuff that's already going on now. Of course, Blake and Sal show airing new episodes. Clerks Minute will be wrapping up pretty soon, as well as Blake's rant-themed shows, because, there's only so far you can go with that. But Blake and Sal will still be airing weekly. You can check that out. Of course, CHMR's Ring Rust, airing every Friday live, or you can check out the podcast after the live recording. Hey, kind of like what we do. You can check out the Race Nerd Podcast, formerly the Politically Incorrect Racing Podcast with Matt Hardman. If you're a race aficionado, that's the show for you. If you're into music, check out Jay Bunny's Music Hub, where Jason Shin interviews musicians. A lot of them from famous bands. A lot of them he knows personally. Very cool interviews, very personable interviews.
He's gotten, like, some people that he probably shouldn't at this point.
40 Below Summer.
In his
40 Below Summer, Boba
career.
Flex. There's a bunch up there. And, of course, check out new artwork by Brian Bindman Art, including his Royal Rumble Challenge, where he's drawing 30 superstars throughout the month. And I'm waiting for number 17, because that's Becky. And I'm buying a print of that, because it's Becky.
She's the man.
And, of course, check out new photos of the beautiful, gorgeous, talented Heather Quinn of Heather Quinn Cosplay. Her most recent New Year's photo was quite successful. Got quite a lot of interactions. And not too sure why, other than the fact that she is beautiful and gorgeous and talented. And that's probably has something to do with it. I think that's everybody for right now. There are other stuff that might be making comebacks and new stuff joining in. And, of course, you will all get your shout-outs when that happens. And our patrons, Glenn Kukan, shout-out to you, good sir. And Jeff Trowitz and Jay Winger, shout-outs to you as well. Thank you guys for your patronage. And if you guys want to be part of it, buy my time with video gaming, or participate in segments, or give us ideas for blogs and podcasts, join our Patreon page, patreon.com/Kayfabe. And that concludes our first 10 minutes of the show, in which we will just promote the hell out of everything. So we got some news to talk about and some shows to review, including some big show you might have heard of. Before we get to that, we have this week's trivia question with Dan Peck.
Yes, so it's, we're about to review Wrestle Kingdom, but before it was Wrestle Kingdom, it was just like the January 4th Tokyo Dome show, and I want to know if you know what was the main event of the first January 4th New Japan Tokyo Dome show.
Good question.
In case you want to know, it was in 1992, so...
I will give you a hint. This person has been the answer to a trivia question on a previous episode.
Well, half of them anyway.
Yes. So there you go. There's your hint. If you know it, drop it in the chat room here on Twitch if you are listening live, or tune in later after the news where we will reveal the answer. Okay. So let's talk about a little show that aired on the 4th of January over in the formerly known as the Big Egg Tokyo Dome. Greatest name for a venue ever, by the way. Now it's just the Tokyo Dome. It was a little show called Title Change Kingdom 13. And that is a spoiler as to what is about to happen on this show. Because literally every title on the line changed hands.
There were 8 championship matches.
And 8 championship changes.
Hey, there was one championship that didn't change because it wasn't on the line.
It wasn't on the line. But we did get number 1 contenders for it who competed on New Year Dash and didn't win.
Nope.
The most violent players, which is Makabe, Yano, and Taguchi, they won a gauntlet match, a pretty cool gauntlet match. Started off with, I believe it was the Elite kick things off.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. With Suzuki-gun.
With Suzuki-gun. Suzuki-gun was able to vanquish the Elite. Yeah.
No, it was the Elite versus Taguchi Japan guys. But not Taguchi. Yeah, it started with Cobb,
Finley, and
Nagata.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
And they won the first 2 matches.
Yeah, they eliminated the Elite. And, so I want to throw this out there, because New Japan Pro Wrestling is one of those promotions where, for the most part, I like the entire roster, kind of like Lucha Underground. But there's always going to be that guy that I don't like and just don't care for and can't find a reason to care for him. And a lot of it has to do with his history, but nothing in my power is going to make me a Lance Archer fan. I just don't care when he comes out. I don't hate the guy, but nothing, like, I didn't care about his runs in TNA. I really didn't care about his run in WWE, which was uber forgettable. I don't care about any of the stuff he does in Japan, except for the fact that he's teaming up with Davey Boy Smith Jr., who I'm a big fan of, and I really like Minoru Suzuki. But there's no other reason for me to care about Lance Archer. I just don't give a crap. And if you are a Lance Archer fan, that's great. I don't care.
I don't hate him, and I think his Japan work is fine.
You know who I do really like, though? Beretta and Chucky T. I think those guys are awesome.
See, I don't like their gimmick.
What? The best?
I don't like that. I don't like the best friends thing.
Oh, I think it's great.
I liked them. I liked them as wrestlers. I just don't like the. I don't like the gimmick.
My favorite Chucky T gimmick is still when he was on the Indies and he used to just scream in their face.
Make kids cry. Yeah.
Oh, that was
my favorite Chucky T gimmick was the grenade. Actually, he'd just pull out his fist and be like, "This is a grenade," and he'd put it on the person's chest. And it was nothing.
I like when everybody stole the grenades too, including the ref.
Yep.
Which made Cornette shit his pants each time, but I thought it was fun.